You may be wondering why I call this series Panca Marga. Well, Panca Marga is actually a Sanskrit word that means 5 roads. And it's a Buddhist concept that says that when one reaches the level of a bodhisattva, which is, kind of like a Buddhist saint, though you think you've reached a level of perfection, when you actually get there, you actually see that there are 5 more roads you must go down in order to reach your perfection, to reach your Buddhahood. And so I've named this series Panca Marga, the 5 roads, because I think there's a parallel to my life. I'm starting out with a new career as an artist, a professional artist, at 60. And when most people are slowing down, I'm starting something new. So I'm looking, okay, what are my 5 paths? And that has given structure to the entire series. It's a legacy series. And so I will be releasing 20 paintings every 5 years for the next 20 years, for a total of 100 paintings. And I'll finish when I'm 80. But the symbolism for Panca Marga is really, really strong. And so I wanted to go over that a little bit with you to give you a better understanding of where this series is going and why it makes it more collectible. Each installment will be guided by a reflection upon the incremental path discussed in the 5 roads of the Panca Marga and represent a celebration of my growth as a professional artist. Now, the path of accumulation, that's where I'm going to commit to the process, to the life of being an artist, bringing all my prior life experiences into the work and taking the steps necessary to progress down the path of my new career. The second is called the path of application, and I'll do that when I'm 65. In that series, I'll be building my skills, I'll be learning the competencies of being a full-time artist with a substantial art business and a studio practice. Now, the third installment is the path of seeing, and I'll release that when I'm 70. Building enough knowledge and skill to understand what it is I'm actually working for as an artist. Now, that doesn't mean that I will have achieved it, but I can recognize what that end goal is. The fourth path is the path of meditation, and I will release that when I'm 75. And in that set, I will be reflecting on and honing the path that I recognize with the clarity and vision and direction in my art career. Finally, the final path, the path of consummation, I will release when I'm 80 years old. And then I will have reached that mature state of truly being an artist with a clear style and a thriving art practice. I'll still be learning, growing, and teaching, but I'll be at the peak of my artistic career. That's where I'll end this legacy series. I would like to invite you to become part of this journey of mine. I'm going to be releasing 100 paintings over the next 20 years. Each will be collectible, each will be unique, and like no other piece of work that I've done. And so what I'm hoping is that in this kind of metaphor for trying to reach perfection, I can't promise you that I'm going to reach perfection. I can't even promise you that I'm going to survive until I'm 80 years old. But I am committing to go down this path, and I would love it if you'd come along with me.